This 1927 video taken of Isfahan's bazaar by Frederick Godmer is going viral. This video is very valuable because it gives us a glimpse of the last days of Iranian clothing before Reza Shah banned it in 1927. These are literally the last days. The video was filmed in that year. At this frame, we get a glance at this man's hat. It might not seem like much, but it's a glimpse of one of the many hats that Reza Shah banned. Iranians once wore a wide array of hats that signaled their class, status, religion, background, and more. Reza Shah banned those hats and forced everyone to wear the Pahlavi cap. The ban was lifted, but the damage was done. The traditional hats never came back. Here we see that Iranian women used to carry things on their head in the bazaar. Back then, there were no reusable bags, so people used to bring a fabric called a dastar to the bazaar, fill it up, and take it home. That fabric would double as a man's turban, so they would literally unwrap their turban, put their goods inside, and carry that home. In this frame, we see that every man wore a khaftan, which gave us the English word kaftan. That was the universal dress of Persianate peoples from the Balkans all the way to Bengal. Modern descendants of this khaftan include the shalwar kameez that's worn in Pakistan, Afghanistan, India, and the rest of South Asia. In this frame, we see what appears to be a man and his female relatives. This gives us a hint that all public spaces were not gender segregated in late Qajar Iran. We see that the women are wearing niqabs, but not any niqab. The style they're wearing is particular to Iran. It was the focus of Reza Shah's kashf hijab, or hijab ban. When we talk about the hijab being banned, many don't mention that elite urban Iranian women also wore the face veil. It wasn't a sign of religiosity as much it was a sign of elite status and not having to work. In this frame, we can see women with niqab and without niqab next to each other. The women without niqab have their faces uncovered and even their hair showing. This type of rural chador is visible in Iran even today. Farming women simply needed more mobility, so they couldn't afford the luxuries of the niqab and burqa. You may notice there are many children without adult supervision. That's because they weren't kids at the bazaar with their parents. They're working. Our notions of childhood as a protected, carefree time are very new. People were very poor then, and schooling was not common, so as soon as they could, boys were sent to work. It was the same in America as well. We did have a child labor law struggle after all. Speaking of poverty, another thing you'll notice is that people are shorter and skinnier than we're accustomed to seeing today. These are people who would have been alive during the famine of 1917 to 1919. It's safe to assume that many of the young people in this video had their growth stunted by malnourishment. Videos like this give us a tragic view into the past, and they also shine a light on the beautiful things that we lost. Although I'm grateful that Iran has come a long way since then, I lament the tragic loss of our traditional clothing. If you're interested, I can post more of these videos with my commentary. And if you're interested in Iran, you should learn the Persian language for free. Just see the link in my bio.